folks. So here we are. I'm not trying to look cool with the sunglasses. I got stung by a bee yesterday. I'm a beginner beekeeper. Kind of a long story. Anyways, today we're going to talk about miniature greenhouse. I made another miniature greenhouse. I wasn't crazy about the roof, and it actually was so hot, the cups that I sowed the seeds in melted. That's why I added this little breezeway to maybe mitigate that. Basically, the construction of these is pretty straightforward. I had this left over for my shower roof. So I just took a couple 2x4s and some 1x4s so I could get the cups in there. And if need be, I could take this off. It'd be no problem to get in there. Also, I put 3 screws on one side, so if I did take this whole top off, I could just flap it all the way off. I mean, I'm not sure how much of a greenhouse effect we'll get, seeing as how open the outsides are, but I thought it kind of looked cool. So, I don't know, guys, you know, we're all learning here. That's what life's all about. Trial and error, I reckon. I am going to re-sow some seeds, and just in case those plastic cups don't make it through germination. I made 2 of these, so I think I'm going to use one of these for the ones that I already sowed. I think I'm just going to get started by planting the new seeds. I grabbed a few more varieties of seeds. I'm going to get 30 more in, and I got just a little seed starter kit just so we have a third backup, or a second backup rather. But today we're going to use these compostable cups. We can get started. I'm going to fill all these. Just got this organic potting mix. Hopefully that's okay to start seeds in. I don't even know. I'm starting to figure out how little I do know around here, okay? We're just going to try what we can. I'm going to try, and if it don't work, we'll try something else. Some things you really don't, you don't know until you do them. You really don't know. You spend a lot of time reading about this stuff, and I'm sure you can learn a lot, but I don't necessarily retain every little thing I come across. So, for me, I find that if I read a little bit, do a little bit, read a little bit more, so I can relate my experiences to the new readings and the old readings, if I come back across them, then that is the best way for me to retain information and ways to go about doing certain things. I got 15 of these seeds. I'm just going to read the instructions on the sow depth, make me a label for them, and get them bad boys in there. Alright, well there you have it, folks. That's one greenhouse. I'm going to go ahead and get those original plants that I sowed in the other greenhouse, and I think I'm going to experiment with starting these at different parts of the property. I think I'm going to leave this one right here where it is. I'm going to give it a quick water, and this gets like pretty much all day sun, and I get a little bit less sun in the back by the cabin, but we're just going to go over there and we're just going to experiment. So here we are at my cabin with the new greenhouse. I've got all the plants that I planted originally in the original greenhouse that I made last week. These have been sown for a week now. A few things I didn't like about that original one is I guess it was too hot. You can see that it just completely folded the rims of some of these cups and even melted the bottoms a bit. These are plant-based compostable cups. I don't think that it was from the water because they are made for drinking, okay? Thought that this time of year, your standard potting pots would be priced a little high because here we are approaching gardening season. I was trying to get a good deal, and well, that's what happens when you try and go cheap. But that's why I planted quite a few more extras, just in case that these don't work out. You know, if that continues to melt down, then I might just have to write these off. I'm gonna keep these back here by the cabin so I can keep an eye on them. That's another reason why I made the two ends of this greenhouse open, is so if it does get too hot, the heat has somewhere to escape. I'm not sure what kind of benefits I'm getting from putting them under this dome versus taking this completely off, other than it looks cool. So I mean, that might be good enough reason, right? So I'm just gonna place these in here, and I think that's it. And what's wild is that by the time I get home from work and are able to check these, the sun's still on them, but this is not malleable. So I'm not sure if it's some crazy early morning sun energy or what getting these cups, but yeah, it's kind of wild. I mean, it's not that wild. I've seen crazier shit. I know this one dude who tried to catch a bunch of bees with no protection on, and actually probably looks a lot better now. There you have it. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any suggestions. This probably isn't the best way to do it, but I'm just trying to figure it out. Trial and error, you know? All right. I'll see you.